Yes! Yes! They have the audacity to go after anything! The 7 dragons, gods, no ancient still. This time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission?
Hello. We were just discussing the
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders—
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You already know something then. I guess you must have crossed paths with the treasure hoarders many— You were correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making—
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think they have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief?
Oh, indeed. He is an extraordinary— The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide, then. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come and personally oversee this operation.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time, but anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is— So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this commission—
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild will take care of the details of—
The wind knows me. Into the wind.
out of here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Get it on!
This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. This looks... Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he... That's... Why is the the statue's hands? Paimon remembers they're normally holding an... But this statue is holding... And the Grand Thief hasn't moved it... Hello? Are you okay? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here and... Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
On the secrets. You have come here. You have seen our secret. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. The Abyss is unstoppable.
What What is this power? Iron's never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Buckle up!
Roar!
The wind knows.
This power. I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case,
What a tough... Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the abyss... Huh? What is it? What... Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this...
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I...
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you... Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in the...
Huh? How did you know that...
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths.
And then, as we got close to the exit, we fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe...
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up.
Let's go! A rare opportunity with Dana...
You asked for it.
One with nature.
Look alive! Hi!
Those abyss mages just now.
No. They were just digging through these abandoned...
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here's looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits. You know, that...
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain value. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major... One cannot discover the truth, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else.
Pаймon...
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here.
Let's get it on!
Clouds high, the birds call. Oh, so sorry. The wind knows it.
You're dead meat! Buckle up!
Into the wind.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guard sure... seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout...
There are no coincidences in the world. Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some... The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means... Rather, they are both branches that have grown out...
Branches? Roots?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Conri.
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after... Oh. Speaking of Conria, that's real... Oh, right. As your guide, Pаймon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that name...
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Pаймon thought that you ran into that unknown...
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by...
It seems your sister woke up first.
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave...
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's... It seems the first time you awoke in this world was in...
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your...
Oh, Pаймon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for an... But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of... Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of... So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria? So you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go?
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented flourishing and glory.
A nation without a...
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the god.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know at...
One with nature. Into the wind.
Over there! It's more ruin guards in a bit. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines... So, did Khaenri'ah have...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Khaenri'ah.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Khaenri'ah like to give code. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon does...
After the destruction of Khaenri'ah, these masterless field, they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time.
That sounds so sad. Yeah, Paimon thinks...
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much, but no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the
As one with wind and cloud.
Let's get it on!
Cool it. Frostbite.
Here, Mommy, you asked for it.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! To dust!
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
I'm not done. Nature.
Buckle up! Hi!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a tab.
This talisman seems connect. Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring
What? Is that what it...
Loom of Fate initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. It seems like they are still launching the operation.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a... From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those So Dane, what does...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the
Is that even... So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though of course, only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, the talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, but
It would seem so.
this whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has...
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of some...
Oh boy, the Abyss Order... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the... Yeah! That tone-deaf bard is too difficult...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let... A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources in it, but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say... And actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chat...
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they also meddling in the affairs of...
Do you need anything to... but I should first make it clear that...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something.
What's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever...
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it now. A long time ago, there was indeed once nearly every member of the church joined the search. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident... Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records.
The tyrant's final fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of... Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost...
It's okay. Thanks, and...
There's that pointless word, thank you again.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those
monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during...
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing... Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom.
Then I will...
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue...
But you're also a member...
Right. We'll go give Master...
Oh, okay. If the honor... But please, everyone, be careful. May the...
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Deval?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some...
The wind knows me.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Into the wind. Dodge this. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds come. Freeze. The wind knows me. Yeah.
Gloves off!
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, what? Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of... I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any Besides, You're the one people like. There's nothing special. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's...
Lest I repeat the failings, I will tell you one
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks... Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care...
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up at the rite of dissension in Liyue. Your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Now...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did... Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order... But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Devalin. It's not too surprising.
That is... Regardless, whether the reason behind the Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus... This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Okay, be careful.
One with nature.
You, not welcome.
So, the wolf's you claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled. If you serve us, we can restore your divine power. Lies.
What the heck is this there? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you Bow before the abyss.
Into the wind.
Cha! Wakula! Hi! Kya! Ha! Ha!
One with nature. Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Look alive! Cha!
Quake!
Cha! Cha!
It's a roar!
Kya!
You
asked for it!
Dodge this!
The world will fall!
Dodge this!
The end will come! The end is nigh.
That hurts! One with nature.
Buckle up! Hi!
Dodge this! Into the wind! Clouds high! The birds call! Cool it! One with nature!
The ceremony was in. How does an old spirit have no matter. This is but a small.
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. I am a but still. The
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But I too didn't see.
Wait. So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus?
Thank you. In the future, my claws, you smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's knows. Besides coming to help, we actually, excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I missed. But it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the
missiles. I do not know this. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no
fireballs. Hey, didn't we hear? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field. It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the. But in this story, it was damaged at the proof.
Don't know. But
Yes, you were a big. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald.
yes, I smell. You too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Dane, there you are. Did you?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, if I'm not careful, one day I may find myself. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but what... I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more... For example, the old story you... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just myth after it was damaged in the fight with the wolf of the Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom, it would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before. So they came to it.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin. This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for... Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? What's going on?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not power. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll go.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must no matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled stat. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well... Oh. Well... Good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier.
Do the Seven really expect me to help? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, I'll make sure it doesn't...
Oh, are you taking me out?
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're in an eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as ever. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your... Oh, and something far more dangerous. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangerous.
It is your words that forever reek of time to silence you!
The wind knows.
Look alive! Ha! Cha! Ha!
Try not to enjoy it.
Ha! Ah! Cha! Ha!
Into the wind. One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my night. Freeze! We'll be frozen. The wind knows me.
Lots off!
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack at your sister? And the
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister knows Dane?
Lumin, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumin.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop that man. Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, a curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness. While he watched the people he was supposed—
You're saying Dane is from Conria? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are but I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey so we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just... Oh. What? First off, that Abyss Herald called your... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really with the people of Conria, and Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500... So that's why your sister said that Dane... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago... Also, how come... After all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns... Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler. Let's go.